You can speak with perfect grammar. You can say every reassuring sentence you know. You can tell a woman that you are confident. You can tell her that you are fine. You can tell her that everything is under control. But if your tone reveals fear, tension, or instability, she will not believe you. A woman listens to your emotional frequency first. She listens to the state underneath your words. Your tone is the bridge between your inner world and her nervous system, and it is the first thing she reads long before she analyzes the meaning of what you said. Most men misunderstand communication. They obsess over finding the right sentences. They search for flawless lines, clever responses, and the perfect delivery. They focus on the content. Women focus on the vibration behind the content. When you speak, your tone reveals what your nervous system is doing. Your breath exposes your emotional state. Your pacing exposes your confidence. Your hesitation exposes your fear. Your voice is not just sound. Your voice is your emotional truth made audible. You have felt this in your own life. Someone tells you they are not upset, but their tone reveals anger. Someone tells you they trust you, but their tone reveals doubt. Someone tells you they are happy for you, but their tone reveals jealousy. Women have that sensitivity magnified. They do not listen only to the surface. They listen to the micro-tension underneath the surface, to what your body is saying while your words try to hide it. A woman can feel the truth in your voice before you can explain it to yourself. When she tells you something feels off, she is not talking about your sentences. She is talking about the emotional noise you tried to hide. Your breath becomes tight. Your tone becomes thin. Your pitch rises. Your pace becomes irregular. You pretend to be relaxed, but she has already felt the nervous instability behind the mask. This is why anxious men get punished for honesty, while grounded men get rewarded with trust, even when they say less. When an insecure man says, "I care about you," she does not feel love. She feels fear. When a grounded man says, "I like where this is going," she feels the stability behind it. The difference is not the sentence. The difference is the nervous system behind the sentence. If you feel insecure, your tone collapses. If you fear losing her, your tone tightens. If you want her approval, your tone becomes performative. If you feel unworthy, your tone becomes small. A woman is not rejecting your sentences. She is rejecting the emotional instability attached to them. This is the part men do not want to hear. A woman listens to your tone because your tone tells her whether you are emotionally safe. A woman cannot trust a man whose tone shakes under pressure. She cannot relax with a man whose voice collapses when she pulls away slightly. She cannot open to a man who broadcasts fear with every breath. She needs to feel that you can hold yourself before she lets you hold her. If your tone tells her that you are asking her to be your emotional anchor, attraction dies quietly. This becomes most obvious when you speak to a woman you find very attractive. You think you are calm, but your tone betrays you. You speak faster. You soften your voice too much. You try to sound agreeable. You raise your pitch. You speak from your throat instead of your chest. You laugh a little too quickly. You try to sound relaxed, but your tone exposes the truth. Your nervous system is not calm. It is begging for her validation. Your mask fools you. It never fools her. Attractive men are not attractive because they speak perfectly. They are attractive because their tone carries depth. They speak from their chest, not from tension in the throat. Their breath is slow. Their pacing is unhurried. Their tone is steady and full. They do not force confidence. They simply do not leak fear. Their voice feels like a stable place to land, not like a shaky bridge that could collapse at any moment. A woman feels this depth before she understands it logically. She feels it in the silence he holds. She feels it in his breath. She feels it in the way he pauses without losing his center. His tone communicates, "I am here, I am stable. I can handle myself." And because he can hold himself, she relaxes into his presence. Her body feels, "I do not need to manage his emotions. I can finally just be." This is masculine emotional containment. A woman does not fall for charm. She falls for the emotional leadership she feels through your tone. Now ask yourself honestly, when you speak to a woman, are you speaking from grounded presence or from a need for her reaction? Do you fill silence because you are uncomfortable with your own thoughts? Do you adjust your tone to sound more likable? Do you speak with tension because you fear losing her? Do you notice your voice changing the moment you think, I do not want to mess this up? If yes, then your tone is leaking insecurity. Your mouth is saying one thing, but your nervous system is begging for reassurance. Before we continue, I want you to anchor something. Write this in the comments, exactly as you hear it. My tone reveals my truth, not for the algorithm. For you, when you type it, your mind and your body register it. You start to notice when your tone is honest and when it is desperate. And if this is already hitting you hard, subscribe. You need this work more than you realize, because this is not about learning tricks. This is about changing how you exist in your own body. Let us go deeper. Your tone comes from your nervous system. You cannot hide what your nervous system is doing. When your nervous system feels threatened, your tone rises. When your nervous system feels unworthy, your tone shrinks. When your nervous system feels pressure, your tone becomes brittle. When your nervous system feels scarcity, your tone becomes hesitant and apologetic. And when your nervous system feels grounded, your tone becomes deep, slow, and steady. A woman reads this instantly. She does not need to think about it. Her body simply responds. Her breathing changes around a grounded voice. Her shoulders soften. Her guard relaxes. Or the opposite happens. Her body tenses, her mind becomes alert, and she starts to pull back without knowing why. Your tone is the broadcast of your emotional stability. Think about the times you tried to hide jealousy. You tried to act calm, but your tone betrayed every suppressed emotion. You said, "It is fine," but your tone revealed tension. You said, "It does not bother me," but your tone exposed disappointment. You said, "Do whatever makes you happy," but your tone collapsed under fear. You were speaking words of permission with a tone of panic. Your tone exposes your true attachment, your fear of rejection, your insecurity around loss, and your unhealed wounds from childhood. You cannot fake over those signals. You can only clean the source. Tone does not change permanently because you memorize techniques. It changes when your internal world changes. The more regulated your nervous system becomes, the more grounded your tone becomes. The more you accept your emotions, the less strain appears in your voice. The more you learn to sit with discomfort, the less your pitch jumps when you feel pressure. Attractive men do not force a deep tone. Their emotional state naturally produces depth. Their breath is slow. Their body is relaxed but alert. Their attention is steady. Their awareness is grounded in the present moment, not lost in anxious predictions. Their inner world is not frantic. Their tone is simply the echo of emotional stability. If you want a woman to trust you, she needs to hear that you trust yourself. Not in your sentences, in your tone. So how do you build a tone that women trust in real life, not just in theory? You regulate yourself before you speak. When you feel that urge to send a long, anxious text, stop. Put the phone down for a moment. Breathe slowly in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feel your feet on the ground. Relax your shoulders. Relax your jaw. Drop your awareness from your head into your chest and your stomach. Let your exhale be slightly longer than your inhale. You are telling your body, "We are safe." Then speak or type from that place. You can practice this in everyday conversations. Before you answer a question, take a tiny pause. One breath. Then respond. You are training your body to lead your voice, not your panic. When you do this, your tone deepens automatically. Your voice will slow. Your breath will lengthen. Your presence will feel heavier. Your steadiness will grow. Your words will land deeper. Women feel this immediately, even if they cannot explain what changed. You cannot fake a masculine tone from an anxious state. You have to become the man whose tone reflects emotional depth. That does not mean you never feel fear. It means you stop letting fear drive your words. Women do not fall for words. Women fall for states. Your tone is the sound of your state. Every time you speak from tension, you weaken polarity. Every time you speak from fear, you collapse leadership. Every time you speak from insecurity, you break safety. But every time you speak from grounded stillness, you build trust. Every time you speak from self-certainty, you build attraction. Every time you speak from emotional depth, you create polarity. A woman does not care about perfect communication. She cares about emotional alignment. She cares whether your tone matches your actions. She cares whether your apologies feel sincere, not whether they sound poetic. She cares whether your "I am here" feels solid or hollow. She cares whether your nervous system can hold space for her emotions, or whether she will need to shrink herself to protect you. Your tone reveals which man you are. You can speak from your throat, or you can speak from your chest. You can speak from fear, or you can speak from certainty. You can speak from approval seeking, or you can speak from presence. You can speak from anxiety, or you can speak from grounded intention. She feels the difference with incredible accuracy, especially over time. You do not need to be perfect. You will have days where your tone shakes. You will have moments where fear leaks through. That is human. What matters is that you keep returning to your center. You keep slowing down. You keep breathing deeper. You keep telling the truth with your voice, not just your words. Because women believe the man whose tone reflects emotional strength. They trust the man whose tone carries stability. They open to the man whose tone communicates masculine leadership, not domination, but grounded direction. Your tone is your real introduction. Long before your story, your job, or your achievements, your tone tells her everything she needs to know about your relationship with yourself. Your tone is your real confidence. Your tone is your real masculinity. Your tone is your real leadership. If you want to change how women respond to you, stop chasing better lines and start mastering your emotional state. When your state changes, your tone changes. When your tone changes, the entire way women experience you changes. Women do not listen only to your sentences. Women listen to your soul made audible. If you want more breakthroughs like this, subscribe. You are not just learning how to talk. You are learning how to hold yourself as a man, so that your voice finally matches the man you are becoming.